Beaver Scouts Canada. This is Robbie's creative badge. This is the personal achievement badge form that needs to be filled out with 3 adventures. I want to do this badge because I often do many types of crafts. I saw other beavers in my colony make great things and it looked like fun. I want to try new things with different materials. For my first adventure, I painted a picture of a cityscape inspired by James Rizzi. He likes to use bright colors and smiley faces. I will also show his building in Brunswick, Germany. Right, Robbie. So what badge is this for?
Creative badge.
That's right. And do you remember the name of the artist who created this painting?
James Rizzi.
So these are happy buildings.
Yep.
And what can you tell me about his about this drawing or this painting?
He did it so he would make people happy.
Yeah. And do you know the method that he did to do it? Did he start with the outlines first or the insides?
He started with the outlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the buildings are very, very happy. Some of them have different expressions that you wouldn't really say they're happy, right? Yeah. Very nice. So, Robbie, you notice that the background is different.
Yep. So it's night and daytime.
Wow. So there's 2 times of the day.
Yeah.
And you can see there's stars on one side and clouds on the other. Very nice. And a moon and a sun. Very nice. So, Robbie, this building is in Brunswick and in Germany. And it was actually done by James Rizzi. And he actually painted it himself. He designed it himself. And he actually had the paint made by a paint company so that would, so they could withstand the weather. What'd you think about it?
Good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, look at the windows, how crazy they are. Imagine how difficult it is they're each custom made, the windows.
I know, like, one's a circle of a mouth.
Yes.
The other one is an eye, but weirder.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. So, Robbie, what's the name of this painting that you created?
Sleepy buildings.
Wow. And it's inspired by James Rizzi buildings.
Yes.
And what else can you tell me about your painting?
So the little orange one is a grocery market.
Yeah.
Like a market.
Yeah.
And then the tallest one, the yellow tallest one, that one is like office, like glass office. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And the pointy one is like it's apartment.
The green one.
Yeah, the green tall one.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the one with like a Smurf hat. That one is like where you get your bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a dormez-vous place.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks a bit sleepy because it looks like a nightcap. Yeah.
I know.
And what else?
The yellow one is like a home, and then the rest of all of them are homes.
Oh, nice. Robbie, can you tell me about the red building on the right? It has an unhappy look on his face.
Because he doesn't like to sleep.
That's why, eh?
Yeah.
And what about the purple building on the left? It has no expression.
Oh, because in the comics where they have weird faces,
Yeah.
and also some of the buildings in James Rizzi, they don't have faces.
Oh, okay. All right, so it looks like just windows. Very nice. And your whole background is just one sleepy night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without stars.
Very nice. We enjoyed it so much that we decided to put it in a frame.
Yeah.
And we have it hanging in the
stair.
house, don't we? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, bud. For the second adventure, I made a decoupage entitled 3 Cans. That's funny because there are 3 toucans. I used scraps of paper and glued them on a piece of paper. So, Robbie, this is a beautiful thing you brought home one day. What's the name of this piece of art?
3 cans.
3 cans.
You get it?
Yeah, I do, because there are 2 cans, but there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what you would call a decoupage.
Yeah.
Because what you did is you cut different pieces of paper and then you glued them on like a collage. Yeah. And so the big brown thing in the middle
Is a tree.
Yeah, we got that because of the texture, and because there's birds. It's all in context. What else can you tell me about this painting?
So the bottom one is the baby bird. The middle one is the older brother of the baby one, and then the top one is the biggest brother.
Oh,
And they're waiting for their worms when their mama comes back.
Oh, I see. I didn't know toucans ate worms, but yeah, so they're all brothers, and the one with no feet is the smallest one.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. All right, thanks, Robbie. For my third adventure, I will make 3D art. I made a copy of my favorite Beyblade using Sculpey and painted it the same color. I also sculpted a trilobite with the same material. My last project was casting a megalodon tooth from a mold using plaster. Robbie, what are we doing today?
We're making a Beyblade out of Sculpey.
Yeah, and what's badge is this for? This is for your creative badge. Now that you have it nice and round, put it on just leave it there like that on the table. Okay. Now we need to apply pressure and stamp it down.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna push only in the middle, not on the sides. Yeah. So push down. That's it. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna use my weight.
That's it. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
I'm
Let's
just
see what
back
you
up
got
so I
now.
can go like.
Okay. Try to break it. Okay, now lift up the plate.
Here it is.
Nice. That's perfect.
Here.
In the middle. Okay, so now take it and put it right in the middle of it. Place it gently. No, not yet. Let's see if it's okay. It's centered. All right, go ahead. Even pressure. That's it. Stop. Wow, look at that.
That came out good. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's. They did not do the. It not make the eyes,
Ready for the oven. So once it's out, we can start painting it.
Yay.
Cool. Okay, Robbie. Now that we took your Beyblade out of the stove, yeah. Now you're gonna start painting it. So we're gonna go with gold first. Go ahead, bud. Yeah, just a little bit because that stuff is so thick. Go ahead. You can paint the whole thing, or not the whole thing?
No, here.
Yeah, just there. Great.
And don't
With the
forget
extra
this
stuff,
one.
we made a trilobite, eh, bud?
Yep.
Nice.
And in case you're wondering why there's no lines there, it's just the
Oh,
head.
so, yeah, it's the head, yeah.
This is the head.
Yeah, it's trilobite.
And fossil arthropod.
Very good. Nice.
So we made the stamp with the Beyblade. Now I'm gonna color it in.
Great. And what colors are you using?
Purple and blue and gray.
Okay. And show us the Beyblade colors.
So for the center, we have to do blue.
Yeah.
And then this, we have to do gray, the dragons, the
Yeah.
4 dragons. And then this is...
Yeah.
So, and then we have to... Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let's start.
Yeah, but that...
What's the next step?
So now we have to use the gray paint.
Great. So we made a little bit of gray paint.
Oh, that's black, literally.
We could water it down a little bit more if you want. Nice.
Do you think this...
Done, bud.
Yeah.
So show me the final thing. Careful not to touch it because it's
It's still wet.
yeah. So parts of it are transparent, so you left those as wet. Yeah, nice. Good job, bud. As far as other 3D stuff that you've done, what else did you do?
I did a megalodon tooth,
Nice.
and I also did a trilobite.
Yeah. The trilobite, you did the same stuff. You made it out of Sculpey.
Yeah.
And you actually sculpted that. And the Megalodon tooth, you used a mold to do that.
Yeah.
So that's a 3D mold that
And,
you
there's
did.
a- and it's also
It made it a fridge magnet, so we have
Yeah.
it on our fridge. That's nice. Put your hand next to it. I want to see how big a Megalodon tooth is. That's incredible. Look at that.
I don't know.
That's a big
Bigger
tooth.
it's bigger than someone's, almost bigger than a baby's head.
Yes. Adventure 1. I enjoyed painting the Rizzy buildings because of the bright colors. Adventure 2. I made a mistake on the second toucan. He was supposed to face the other way, but I left it because it still looked good. Adventure 3. I enjoyed making things in 3D, especially the Megalodon tooth, because I learned so much about them from the Red Path Museum lady.